chorus and speak. The citizens' comment is now open. Please, you have 3 minutes. State your name and address.
Yes.
For the record.
My name is Carlos Garcia, 127th Avenue in Kendall, Southwest, and I'm with the group Rollback Tolls. I'm here to meet a couple of the new board members that maybe we have not met or have not seen me. I'm part of the grassroots group that advocating for better information from the agency to the public, rollbacktolls.com. And no, I'm glad to see there's a lot of attention in the media, as I knew it would be. I think that I've seen the agency take steps in a good direction to provide more clarity, and I want to commend you all for that. I think that in this day and age, the public demands it, and I hope that MDX can fulfill it and deliver it, and that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Much, Carlos. Are there any other members that would like?
Can I ask a few questions of Mr. Garcia real quick? Is that possible? Mr. Garcia? There were recently some increases on the turnpike. Mm-hmm. Has Rollback Tolls done anything to confront the legislative body and the governor on those toll increases and demanding the same sort of transparency in that process that was alleged not to have?
That is an outstanding question. We have. If initially about 3 years ago, when that was being talked about, I actually participated in one of the podcasts when the Florida Turnpike Enterprise and FDOT was talking about doing that. Unfortunately, our group caught it on the tail end of that approval, and that was something that I drove by the turnpike. I had to take it yesterday. I see that it went up from 104 to 106, and that's part of the CPI indexing component that they approved, which our group is adamantly against that this agency approve. And we have addressed that with the Florida Turnpike Enterprise and FDOT.
Notice some of the legislators that have kind of combined with you are some of the same legislators that are part of that process that could roll back those tolls, right, if they want to roll them back. And I'm just curious as to how you deal with your compadres in one field who attacking MDX, but in the arena where they can actually do something, nobody's doing anything.
Well, actually, that's another outstanding point. Our group, we have focused more on MDX because you are our local tolling authority. And that's something that our group has saying, we like some of the things that MDX is doing. We applaud you in certain things. We really do. We like the fact that the money is kept local. We like the fact that, you're using local vendors wherever possible. That's outstanding stuff. I can't say the same for Florida Turnpike Enterprise or FDOT in certain cases. But the thing is that, the fact that I can come here and make a public comment is outstanding. And I think, and that's sorely lacking from FDOT and Florida Turnpike Enterprise. But, you're more reachable. And that's a good thing, and that's what we like.
I guess it's good and bad in some regards. But I guess the concern I have is the same things that we're being lambasted for. Mm-hmm. The state of Florida is doing the same thing on the toll roads in Miami, which we get blamed for the turnpike and I-95 and everything.
I understand.
And those dollars that are collected on that turnpike system, for the most part, those dollars don't remain here in the same fashion or bulk that MDX dollars stay here to enhance the roads that you live on and whether the city that you live in or county that you live in and the roads that you drive. Oftentimes, those monies are diverted to other road systems outside of your area. So I would think that as you guys are doing what I call community activism, that you probably step up your position on the turnpike efforts if people are very genuine. If it's not genuine, then I think I don't have a problem with us just being the whipping child.
Right.
But I think everything that we've done has tried to be transparent. And when I met with you prior to, and I'm dealing with this because I'm kind of tired of my name being thrown around and just decide not to say anything. I think today is a day maybe I ought to just get some of these things off of my chest. But when I met with you prior to told you then, I don't want a toll increase, but we have infrastructural issues that need to be addressed. And if you guys can give me some other options, I'm all for it. I had that conversation with you over in Midtown, along with Mayor McDougal, and I was very candid with you guys. I don't have a political axe to grind with anyone. I want to see us move forward as a community. And nobody came forward with a solution to the problem. And your Florida legislature does not have the money for the roads, and they haven't come up with any solutions. The federal government is not putting any money in for solutions. We all recognize we have the problem. That we recognize, but nobody wants to pay for it. And then this body that was created to try to capture as much money as we could off of our road system to put back into it gets criticized by the people who aren't doing anything to solve your problem. That's when I have a problem, because I don't get paid a nickel for sitting here, and I've taken some heat from you publicly.
Well, I don't get paid either. I'm a grassroots. I'm a volunteer for this matter. Now, my memory's pretty good. I never recall a meeting with you personally. You met with Mayor McDougal and Mark Goodrich, but you did not meet with Carlos Garcia or Jane Walker. So prior to the March 19th. So I'd like
was it a rollback tolls representative?
No, I can't say the Mayor McDougal or Mark Goodrich are rollback toll representatives. So the thing is that our group. If you look at our website, and I encourage you all to look at our website, you would see clearly that we are talking about other things. In particular, SunPass. The post that's on there right now, front and center, is all about SunPass. Okay, so again, before the vote, we had a petition online, and sadly, even though it was posted on the MDX website, one of the board members, Board Member Guzman, didn't even know that there was a petition. I would like for you all look at the website and see what's out there, because there's information on there. We're not just solely on MDX. Okay, I mean, that's the reality. If you look at the history, and there's an extensive history, there's 100 videos on our YouTube channel. I encourage you to watch it. There's a lot of stuff about the Turnpike. There's a lot of posts, actually, about the Turnpike and about Diane Scacchetti Gutierrez in an interview we had with her. So I would encourage you all to look at it.
And the one final thing, I grew up in Alapata. I know, from what I understand, are you from out West Kendall or somewhere in that area?
West Kendall, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For years, in fact, I've been driving probably almost 30 years. My family, obviously, even longer than that. We've been paying tolls since then. And we had no way around it. If you got on 112 or the 836, you paid, because the tolling points were on our side of town for ages. And so we paid more than our fair share. And we think it's only right that you spread that cost out over the system. And for those people who have ridden, in my opinion, in Kendall for years at the expense of somebody else building that system out for them, I think it's only right that you have equitable tolling, that you spread those tolling gantries throughout the system to enhance the road system that we all need to move goods and services.
Sure.
And the people of the Alapata area shouldn't be the only ones paying for it.
Well, as a kid, I grew up here in Grapeland Heights. My dad worked in Miami Beach. So we paid that toll. I remember as a kid sticking that dime and that quarter in that basket every day.
Well, then you help take the road out to Kendall and all as well. So again, they should help pay for some of that system out there.
Oh yeah, we are paying it. We are paying. Everybody's contributing, and it's an equitable system now, keeping with our name, rollback tolls. Our argument has always been lower the toll or keep it like you did in Kendall, instead of raising it 54, the per mile rate on the 836, 54%, and keeping it at the same level and having everyone participating, paying for the road. You're still getting money from everybody, but it's a easier sell. It's more affordable to people. The financial impact of this has been tremendous in this community. I got to tell you, my phone rings every day. I go to Publix, I go to Shorty's Barbecue, and people are like, "Man, this is killing me." I mean, really. So I'm glad I was speaking about it, and our group was speaking about it, because now it's front and center, and it's where it should be. Thank you very much.
So will your group be endorsing the discount plan that we have in place?
I'd like to know more about it. I really don't know that much about it. I would like to hear what's the details. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
All right. Any other members of the public that would like to come before us and speak? And with